Suits Yachty. He was on Flagrance podcast a while back, and they were having a conversation about clearing samples. And yeah, Yachty is, obviously I'm not suing them for their music. I'm not necessarily a fan of their music, but they definitely now that you've seen an artist be in the game for a while, you've seen like it's interesting to see some evolution, even if artists you don't really aren't really getting jiggy to with their music, like them being an artist that's kind of just rebellious and they don't care about any type of stuff that the old heads got going on. To them now, they're in a situation where they're like speaking from like they've seen a lot and dealt and went through a lot. So that's why I give them a little bit of salute. In this particular instance, they're kind of going over some of the element of the music industry where you have to get samples and you have to like get clearances and things of that nature. And in particular, he's talking about a song. This actually got a bit of attention. There was a song that they leaked. Everything's leaked these days. And by leak, they just sent it over to Kai Cenat, and then Kai played it on his stream. Um, I guess I'll just read the thing when it says. Not the post. You should go to the post within the post. The whatever the coded tweet, whatever you call it. Lil Yachty says he sent Kai Cenat his song Super Soak with Drake to leak on stream after Mr. Hotspot did not want to clear the sample because he's religious. He went down like a Christian path. He was like, no. It was crazy to everyone. Like, are you serious? So let's hear what the brother has to say.
This is the most confusing tweet to me. Like, I don't understand what that
Let's
means.
just play it, and I try to give a bit of context, but let's just play it to hear what happened. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted. Flagrant don't copyright us.
I sent a song to Kai to leak.
Yes, I see this.
Right. We couldn't get the
Pause
sample
it.
clear.
Maybe pausing will help. If an artist sends a song, is that a leak?
Bro, I'm already not on y'all. Come on, dog.
Like what is the? Come on. Back in the day, a leak used to be somebody, an external source took the content and posted it out of their own volition. If you're the artist and you send the song out, that's not a leak.
Exactly. You're just bypassing copyright laws. Fucking talking about leak.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, go ahead.
So I just let Kai play it.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
So that's not coming out.
No. But it's everywhere.
Yeah, but it's just a snippet.
No, I let him play the whole song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I tried to listen to it and it felt like the quality was.
I mean, maybe, but shit, it's still out there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. How does that work?
You said something, Gus?
No.
Oh, my fault. I think I got confused by it.
But it's good. Like, nothing wrong with pausing it a bit just for that copyright. Hey, and so what do you think of that part that we just listened to? Okay, play it again.
Business wise, I know that your man, maybe he doesn't charge you, but let's
Okay.
no, I'm talking about Drake. So it's like if you have if you have a feature from
I don't
somebody.
think Drake charges anyone. I think he's not doing the feature if he don't fuck with you.
Okay, so outside of Drake, let's say you had a feature, it's on a song, the sample doesn't get approved, and you leak it. Do you still have to pay that artist for that verse, even though you're not putting it out and making any money off it?
No, but the only people you like give features to, they're paying before.
Mm-hmm.
You pay me before I do the verse.
Gotcha.
Don't pay me for a verse and not give me the verse, then you pay me. And you pay me before I even do it, because I probably don't know you.
Gotcha.
But you make a song with someone else's music and then hope that they give you the rights?
What do you mean?
Like in this situation, you couldn't get the sample clear.
Yeah, but this wasn't an artist. This was an Instagram social media influencer.
And they wouldn't clear a sample?
Yeah, he went down.
Just to be clear, because I guess this might be above our heads, and even I didn't. First of all, I didn't know this brother was called Mr. Hotspot. But scroll up. Do we know the brother? We all know the brother in question, right?
No,
You've seen him?
No.
I know you.
This guy?
Yes.
No.
Maybe if I
don't
saw
think
whatever clip this is associated with.
I hate that we live in a. One day they're gonna make a history book of like everybody that's ever been a meme, ever been like in a viral video, just to give.
That's
context.
what we got know your meme for.
I don't even know. Like, I don't know what's the super common video that people know their brother for. I mean, I don't even know if he was like specifically a content creator. I know he ate food one time and he really liked it, and he made a facial expression that people liked or whatever the case may be. I guess maybe. Anyway, the brother's name is Mr. Hotspot. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen him at some point. I don't. Maybe I'm sound old, but I don't know. I don't know what you would specifically.
Oh, he ate the chips.
Yes, Yes.
I know who he is. Yeah, he ate the Migos chips.
Look how we identify people in this day
I
and age.
remember Wes showed me that video.
He ate the chips. Look at. He said like Delicioso or something like that. Anyway, so just so we all know. So like Yachty was saying, he's not an artist. He's just somebody that went viral. And I don't want to diminish him, but that's what he was known for.
That's funny.
Down like a Christian path.
Wow. Oh, that's okay. I respect that.
Yeah, social media influencer.
And they wouldn't clear a sample?
Yeah, he went down like a Christian path.
Wow. Oh, that's okay. I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But then aren't there certain artists that they're so big where it's like, hey, you pay me and I also want points on this song. So now it's like that artist can't get the points on the song because.
Yeah, but it's still the song is, if it's a good song, it's like you get to perform it, you get to.
That's you making the money on the road. Like,
yeah. Can you share how much money was offered to the Instagram influencer that turned it down?
He just dubbed it. I don't even think we got into money. He was like, no.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Everyone was like, are you serious?
Okay.
Are they saying Mr. Hotspot was the one that didn't clear the sample?
Yes, Mr. Hotspot.
Oh, I thought he was the one that's trying to use it.
No, he did. I think we'll hear it, but he on the song he's doing like he's singing like a little thing at the beginning of the song. And they just use his voice basically. Okay, it's like when Jay-Z used Nas' voice. Sorry. But yeah, apparently he heard the song and that is so interesting. It's like there's a world in which like we could say something on this podcast, something funny or catchy, and then somebody could want to use it on a song, and then we could tell them no. Ain't that funny? But I guess that's what they
do anyway.
Huh?
Or then they could leak it anyway.
Yeah.
I've already
you know what I have heard done in the past? They'll kind of re-record or interpolate the sound clip that they use, but it's different enough that you can't get pinged by copyright law.
Yeah.
So it sounds similar, but I know they did that for Jesse Ware did that for a Big Pun.
Yeah.
Sample of all things.
I believe it. Now go to the tweet that was quoted it because it gives some more context. And we're actually gonna hear the brother response, but so this brother at Kofro Metef, am I saying that wrong? I helped with some influencer outreach for a company last year, and I tapped my dog, Mr. Hotspot, so I guess he worked with him. He declined the bag as well, and as it didn't fit his alignment. Everyone can't be paid for. His morals are his morals, nothing more to say. Additionally, leaking the song after he gave you his legit reasoning to not want to be involved with the type of content is kind of wild. So, we've actually had a conversation similar to like this before. I think it was pertaining, this is kind of going into my Wayback Machine. I think our interview came out obviously years and years after Shaka Khan being like they weren't happy with the way Kanye sampled their voice on a record. So I guess this is the main reason why I brought this is I guess to have an updated version of that. What do we think of this? And part of it is just like the law, and it's good that this law is in place. But what do you think of this type of dynamic between an artist and I guess the difference between like if it's an artist, I think we feel more compelled to say you can't use their sample, their content unless they give you the cosign. But this is an example where it's really just like a social, like you said, a social media influencer, and they put out a catchy bar, or they just said something that you want to include in your song, but they give you the no. Do you think you think they should still be bound by the same like laws? And do you think it's that big of a deal that he went on to leak it or put it out without the permission? What do you think it is?
I don't think there's any law that should be in place to prevent something like this. Um, they didn't put the song out in a way that um makes them money. They put it out.
There shouldn't be
It's
a you
getting
should
streamed.
sorry, you're saying there shouldn't be a law to prevent them from just putting it out for free?
Yeah, for free.
Okay, okay.
'Cause, I mean, to me, this is the classic question of sampling and whether or not it's okay or not. I mean, it's always been like people put out mixtapes and stuff, use all type of beats and things like this, and you can't like never been able to come at somebody because they put out a mixtape. If they weren't getting paid for it, it wasn't
Directly.
you can't come after them legally. So
Yeah,
I don't.
The key words directly though, because if you put out a banger just for free, I mean, you still get paid because people are, I don't know, you,
Listening to your other stuff.
Yeah, listening to your other stuff, just giving you more clicks on your website, on your Spotify, on your YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But trying to put a law in place to try to tackle that, like that seems like a conundrum that I don't think anybody is willing to even try to untangle or tackle. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess like you could say, well, it's not cool. And yeah, sure, like this tweet, sure, it wasn't cool. The dude said he didn't want you to do it. You did it.
Or do you think it's
That
not?
wasn't.
Do you agree? Do you think it wasn't cool?
Yeah, I do think so. Like if somebody I'm imagining myself in Yachty's shoes. Like if somebody told me that, hey, this don't really feel right, especially considering their faith or whatever. It's like, oh, say less. Like I'm not gonna do that to somebody. So I don't.
What if it's Drake though?
If it's Drake, what do you mean?
What
If I'm trying to use
someone with clout? No. That doesn't work for Ace.
Oh,
what if
you're right. You're right.
What if Doom was still alive and he, for some reason, got one of your vocal samples, but the song had a message that you didn't rock with?
Nice. Thank you for that, bro.
No. If I don't rock with the message, then no, don't do it. No. What?
So you rock with the artist.
I'm trying to think. I don't think
you rock. So you rock with the artist, but you don't believe in giving them free reign to use it.
correct.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think this was cool to do. But I don't think I don't think there's legal precedent, obviously, and well, there isn't. And then to come after the like the person who did the sample, and I don't see that legal precedent being set up anytime in the near future.
You think Yachty has, or you think an artist, not this focus on this, you think an artist would have, because it does seem like they're a bit like bummed out about it. It seemed like they were super content with their creation, their art, but now they can't really put it out. Do you think they have a right to be bummed about it?
Sure, yeah. I mean, of course, but they can be bummed about it. I mean, mainly the only reason you'd really be bummed about it, he was able to put it out. Obviously, he just isn't able to make money off of it.
Yeah, but artists like to. Artists at that level like to put it out on Spotify. Is what they really mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be bummed about it, but at the same time, like you were also the asshole for putting it out. So you're not innocent. Like,
but it's my art.
It's not your voice, though.
Fair enough. What about you, Ghost? What do you think of this type of dynamic? Who do you think there's somebody that's more in the right or the wrong? Was it a bad move for them to put it out?
Yeah. Yachty is definitely in the wrong.
Damn.
Yo, you're always gonna say Yachty in the wrong list.
I mean, my extreme hate of his music aside, and I actually haven't even heard this song. I'm sure it's dog shit, but that
I think we
aside,
can actually play it. The
yeah,
future actually probably play the
I
full
do.
thing and not get copyrighted.
Oh yeah, I actually do want to listen to a little bit of the song just for context because I don't even know what the message actually is. But that aside, leaving
Well,
my
if
hate
you're
for
if you're hyper religious, any hip hop adjacent message song would probably wouldn't fly.
yeah, but I mean, there's levels to this. But
Oh, this has nothing to do with nothing. I heard some Israelite drill the other day. I don't
I actually
know.
did too. I actually did too. It was kind of hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
something
it
about
wasn't like a ironic way, but it was
something
kind
about
of.
drill just makes stuff super hard. But I'm sorry, that has nothing to do with anything. I wish I
They
could
do it
remember
a
that.
couple like fuck Satans. It's like
I wish I could
kind of
remember.
rocking with
I
it.
mean, I think we heard the same thing actually.
Yeah, we might have. We might have.
It's so
But
crazy how drill could just make stuff kind of elicitable. But sorry, so get back to the point.
uh, oh yeah. So okay, my hate for Yachty aside, he's definitely in the wrong here.
For
For
even
one,
putting it out in general for free.
yes, I'm gonna go through this entire
All right,
steps of
I'll
how
let you.
he's wrong.
Got you.
Step one, I get artists having issues with sample clearing. I, from a consumer standpoint, it sucks when the song I want to listen to on streaming or song I want to listen to in general that is not released because of sample clearances from either the estate being assholes for whatever reason or they just can't get it cleared, whatever. There's a lot of different reasons for it. From a consumer standpoint and from an artistic standpoint, if I'm putting myself in his shoes, I can see how it would suck if they didn't clear it. But for one, should have done your research earlier. A lot of artists like to, especially when it comes to samples, ask forgiveness instead of permission.
Facts.
And that's how who was it that's paying Sting like fucking
Diddy. No Diddy.
Diddy? Yeah, yep. Diddy and Faith Evans paying Sting however much crazy amount. That's how that happens. So if you don't want to go the route of asking beforehand and you ask afterwards and you get denied, kind of I don't want to say it's your fault, but you got to hold the L. Like, I get it sucks and you don't anticipate someone going down that religious path and not rocking with the music, but
The,
you got to
the,
deal
on-
with it.
the only thing it's not pushback, but and I'm not an artist. None of us are artists here, but realistically speaking, if we know anything about how these processes happen, I think sometimes it's not so much a matter of like, hey, I just want to use a sample from this person. Let me go ask them first, and then like, I think a lot of times, pardon me, a producer is kind of messing around with something, and then maybe you kind of heard something that you think goes with something. Like I think the process of art is typically one that doesn't necessarily allow for ask for permission uh and then make the art. I think sometimes a lot. I think most of the time it's we put something together. We put we put something together. Maybe not a finished product, but we put something together. Oh, by the way, we do need to get sampled and then go ask. I think that's the only thing we have to keep in mind.
Yeah, you're right. And like, I'm not one to say if you're making a beat and you're just making hundreds of beats a day, you don't gotta get a sample clearance for every one because a lot of sample clearances are super expensive. You gotta negotiate percentages, raw
Yeah.
price, blah blah blah. You don't know if you're actually gonna drop the song, so there is a lot that goes into it. But I'm speaking from a perspective where you're past that initial phase where you're just playing the beat for the artist, you're tweaking it, you're like, this is like after you know for a fact, okay, I'm gonna go get this released. After, and again, I'm not, if none of us are artists here, so we don't know the ins and outs of the exact processes, but I'd say we know enough to know that after you are certain that you do know you want to release it and you go for to get the samples cleared, at that stage, it kind of comes out of like this the conceptual, and it becomes more okay. This is a realized track. If Mr. Hotspot said no, I'm assuming that he probably heard the track, because a lot of times the artist will send the reference track to whoever's getting, well, who they want to get sample cleared from, just to give their okay for situations like this. He might have just said no off principle because he's heard Yachty's music in general, but who knows? But after it becomes to the stage where you ask the artist for the sample clearance and you get denied, then it's just you got to hold it, because your options are either A, release the track and pay an exorbitant amount in fees if it's a fee related sample clearance issue. Like, I think that Sting Diddy thing is like 85% of the track or something crazy. Proceeds, like, insane. Or B, it gets taken down. And the ironic thing is, I'm not speaking for Yachty specifically, but a lot of the artists that complain about sample clearances are the same artists that will DMCA or DCMA or whatever it is, copy strike artists and people that are playing their music because they're not getting a cut and they want the money. But there are same artists that will turn around and complain about sample clearances. So that's one thing. And it's just, if once you get denied, and the reason for the denial is really what makes Yachty the bad guy here, is because if it's for religious personal reasons and he did not want his name associated with the track, that's what it really boils down to. And he released it anyways to probably the biggest top 5 at least streamer in the world.
Yeah,
So
he made it so everyone was going to hear it regardless.
Exactly. And Yachty said in this video, like, even though he's not technically making money off streaming, he's still going to be playing the song at shows. People are going to be listening to it. People are still going to be hearing the song. And if for some godforsaken reason you actually like Yachty, you might get into his music because of this song. And that's extra money that's going into his pockets that wouldn't be going in otherwise because they heard the song. So he's still making money off it in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah, indirectly.
Yeah, and it's all coming on the back of someone that did not. It's not just that he didn't consent. He specifically said, "No, I don't want you to do this." And then he's coming on this podcast bragging and got all these fucking dick riders just, "Oh, for a smart idea, yeah, just shut the fuck up." But sorry, that's just my hate coming out. But Yachty is the bad guy here. Just, I don't think there's any way that makes him look good. Like, you got mad that you didn't get a clearance and you pouted and you leaked it. Like, fuck off.
Well, there you have it. To be honest, one could say it's hate, but the way you outlined it, I think it's pretty hard to contest. It's one of the examples where you came on here and said nothing but facts. But yeah, y'all said most of the valid points. It is kind of a sucky thing. I can imagine if you're an artist and you just have that creativity that you just want to, you just want to create and put out, but some things stop you. But like you said, once you get that denial, there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, and another aspect, you might have started to touch on this, but another aspect that we don't really think about, and I don't. This is where you don't give them all the negative credit for it, but one thing artists should, people in general, especially if you have a certain status, should consider. After this was put out, and once people started to get kind of a buzz and just go a bit viral, what you have to keep in consideration is that your super fans are going to go. Hopefully, they just ask politely, but in a lot of cases, harass the person that didn't clear it, and and because they did get a little I don't want to say backlash, but because people were inquiring and asking them about it, and even a little harassment, Mr. Hotspot did end up putting a response. So I guess we'll just quickly listen to what they had to say. I don't think they do. I thought they played it in this video, but I might be mistaken. But let's hear what they had to say. Pardon me. It's the other linkers.
Much respect to bro.
Reference. And we sent it in to them.
Look at the
So
comments.
hopefully they re-record the clean reference and we come out with the clean goodness gracious all together. So it's a process, but it'll be good for both of their brands like that. And I'm blessed to work with children, so we just gotta make it clean for them. Like, we don't need no children getting whooped cause they said this or that. You understand? And if you look at the bad side, it's the children who really running these views up. So if we make sure both verses clean, everybody coming clean, everybody gonna benefit for sure. It's a process, but we appreciate you being patient. We sent that in, they got it today, and them boys about to turn up. Like, we ain't trying to hold them back from nothing, but we just need the morals correct, that's all.
Dude, yo, shout out this dude. I can't, he sounds just like he did in the Dorito.
I don't think
not
I've
the
ever seen
Dorito, the
that
chip video.
You have, but yeah, like I was just saying, like even within his live, and definitely all up in his comments and just his DMs and all type of things, there are definitely people that are just kind of spamming clear the sample. And again, I'm not saying that's directly Yachty's fault. Obviously, you could say if he never put out the record, then none of this would happen.
Kind of is his fault. Like,
I'm just saying he didn't direct any fans to do this, but you do have to be incredibly conscious of the fact that if you put out something that people do gravitate towards, and then you sell the story of like, I wanted to put it out, but this person didn't really. It's this person that the reason why it didn't get put out. Naturally, you're gonna have people that take their own that put things in. They go by their own devices and they go about the way they see fit, and then homeboy has to come out and respond. So we'll let them probably try it. We just have to do a clean version. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. In case you missed it, I guess pull up if you can, we can pull it up just real quick. It's called Super.
Yeah, I want to hear a little of this. Right.
Even though there's no way we could get copyright on it, we're still gonna only. I think this the first part has the guy's sample. This is the interesting part.
You have the track, or do I have the track?
No, no one has.
I don't even know what it's called. Do I?
It's called Super Soak. They just said it.
It's the super. Type in YouTube. Find it real quick.
It's
probably alerting video and everything.
Let's see who can get it first.
Actually, don't know if this is it.
What? Super Soak Yachty. Why are you searching?
That's what it's called? Super Soak?
Yeah, why?
I missed that.
Well, we're literally talking about it on a podcast. Oh, there should be no music video. Hold on.
Video?
Exactly.
Go
Is
to
that official?
Go to the unreleased one. Yeah.
I do hate that Drake is associated with this as well. It makes it worse. That's him, probably.
Yeah, that's the guy, by the way.
Hey. I mean, by the title, I can see how this could be.
Scroll down to make sure that
Iffy.
this isn't a fake. Right. Dog, I don't know. I don't think this is it. I don't know. Are you sure?
That was the guy's sample. Even if it's not it, that was the guy's sample.
All right, those comments are a little sketchy, but okay.
I think it's unreleased, and the main way people heard it was on freaking Kai's and S stream.
Like the AI version.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm watching the movie.
Oh yeah, okay. I can't listen to Drake, so that's gonna be it. Whoops,
The
I didn't
fact
mean
that
to
you
do.
hate Drake more than Yachty is actually insane. Like, come on.
This should not turn into a hate thing.
Right,
Anyway,
there you go.
yeah. So yeah, if people really want to hear it, you can go back and watch Kai Cenat stream when he was playing it, leaking it. So annoying. But I digress. Yeah, the moral story is, as an artist, you got to deal. You're at the whim of whatever or whoever you're trying to sample. So always keep that in mind.